Hey everyone, it's me Blazing, and today, with the Champions League over and pretty much all football leagues having their season come to an end, at least in Europe, we should start to focus on the World Cup. And today I'm going to be doing a tier list of all the stadiums that will be used in the World Cup. I will link it in the description, so if you want to make your own version of the tier list, you are very free to do so. I've also got this open so that we can essentially review them. So yeah, let's get into it. First off, we're going to start with the Gillette Stadium in Boston. Overall, it's not really recognizable from seeing it, like, how to put it, from just seeing that image. It looks like any other stadium that you would see in the US, but yeah. It does seem like these images, they do like the stadium look kind of good though. It is very big, so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. Next up, we've got the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, which they call Arlington, Texas, which they call the Dallas Stadium. And this is a very nice stadium, if I'm being totally honest. I really like the roof. Yeah, it's I like it a lot. It's nice. So I think I'm going to. It does look kinda. How to put it? Like I like how modern it looks. So yeah, it could be a bit better though. I know what it is though. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Next we've got. Hmm. I have actually. I believe this is some. Hmm. No, Lincoln Financial Field. It's another one. I believe it's. Hmm. Hmm. Let's come back to it so that we can so that I can just remember which one it is. And then let's skip to one I recognize. This one being the Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It hosted the Super Bowl this year. I don't really care. I don't know much about American football, but this stadium, it does look nice, but the main issue I have with it is how far it actually is from San Francisco. So just imagine you have the money to go see the World Cup this year, so you decide to go. Then you find out that Santa Clara is actually miles away from the hotel you're staying at in San Francisco. So that's the main issue. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in the B tier. Next we've got. Oh, I think this is. Oh yeah, mistake. I think this is the Gillette Stadium. A bit embarrassing, but yeah, this is the Arrowhead Stadium, and I did actually see an image, which is the one in Kansas City, and I did actually see an image of the view, like from one of the seats, and it looked really nice. I like the it looks really nice. I mean, like neat. The shape is interesting, but it looks like any other stadium aside from that. So I'm gonna have to put it in the B tier. And next up, I believe this is the Hard Rock Stadium. Let me just check that it is. Yep, it's the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Let's just look at some images on here. And this is where the third place game will be played. And honestly, it seems like a nice stadium, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna have to put it, but it's like another stadium, so I'm gonna have to put in B tier. Next, we've got the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. So far, these photos, they look nice. Hmm. These are Stadium looks pretty decent. I'm gonna put it in the A tier. Next, we've got the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And from the outside, it already looks like a very nice. It's already a very interesting stadium. It's unique, and yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I'm even going to dare to put it in the S tier. Next, we've got MetLife Stadium, which will be the stadium that will host the World Cup final. And yeah, it also hosts the Club World Cup final. Substitution for the Giants Stadium. And yeah, it's a very big stadium, and you know what? Put it A tier. It's not S because of essentially there's no really any precautions for the heat. What if like there's no roof over the stands is what I mean, like which may be good for some people, maybe may not be good for some others, but yeah, it's a very good stadium. Next we've got I believe this is Estadio. Oh, let me just check. I believe that this was. Oh, this is Estadio BBVA, I believe. Yes, it is Estadio BBVA. This is the only stadium. Oh, no, no, that's Estadio Akron. It will host one knockout match, I believe. And it's. Overall, I like the design of Estadio BBVA. It's well designed. I like the I like they have a roof, but it could use more capacity, so I'm going to be putting it in A tier. Next, we've got the NRG Stadium, which is in Houston. Well, yeah. And it's a nice stadium, actually. Been used in football before. And yeah. Think I'm gonna put it in S tier. Next, we've got the SoFi Stadium, which was the stadium that is being used in place of like well, they're using it instead of the Rose Bowl for the games that were played in LA this World Cup. And all things considered, it's a new stadium and it's very clean looking, is all I can say. I like it a lot. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna throw it in the S tier. I'm also gonna move stadium. I'm also gonna move this down to the B tier, Lincoln Financial Field. Next, we've got Estadio Azteca, which is the stadium that will host the opening game of the World Cup. And it's an incredible stadium, is all I can say. Like really, hosted a World Cup final before where Maradona lifted it. And yeah, overall, and Pele also won it. There, so yeah, it's a very nice stadium. And historic. I'm gonna have to put easy S tier. Next, we've got the BC Place, which is in Vancouver. And honestly, yeah, the Place is also an incredibly nice stadium. I know I've said those words a lot, like it's a nice stadium. It might be getting a bit repetitive, but yeah, this is a good stadium. I like it. It could be better. Could It could definitely be like I could. I better. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in the A tier. Next, we've got the BMO field in Toronto. And compared to the rest of the stadiums, this is the smallest one. And it's kind of a joke if I'm being totally honest. It kind of looks like the Vitality Stadium, which is the stadium that Bournemouth is based in. Like, of course, it's not the same thing, but of course, this is much larger than like 4 times the size, but it just gives the same feel as the Vitality Stadium compared to the other big stadiums that other teams will be using. Like, let me just show you the Vitality Stadium. Just the oh yeah, of course, it's a lot smaller. Now let me just compare that to another stadium in the Premier League, which would be the Emirates. And yeah, you can definitely see the contrast between these two stadiums. So yeah, I'm going to have to put it in the D tier. Sorry, Toronto seems like a nice city, but yeah, I'm going to have to put it in the D tier, unfortunately. Next, we've got the Estadio Akron, which is the only stadium that will be used in this World Cup that will not host any knockout matches. And all things considered, it's a decently sized stadium, but it's pretty mid compared to its competition. I have to put in the C tier. Next, we've got the Lumen Field in Seattle. Let me just find it. It's there, and it does seem like a nice. It's overall. Interior seems nice for the stadium. And it's got a solid capacity, so but everything about it could be a bit better though in my opinion, so yeah, A tier seems like it's a pretty reasonable fit. Actually, you know what? Now let me just review it. AT&T Stadium, you know what? I'm gonna move it to the S tier. And I'm going to you know what? I'm actually kinda you know what? You know what, screw it. I'll move the MetLife to the actually I know. Uh I'm really not sure what I'm doing. You know what? I'll move it to the I'm going to move study of you know what? I'm just reviewing it. I'm just kind of unsure right now where to put the MetLife Stadium, whether I should put in A or S. Let's just review the MetLife Stadium again. You know what? It's a very nice stadium, but I have to put it in the A tier because of the bullshit. If bullshit with the transport fees, it would be S tier otherwise. So yeah, that's my final World Cup stadiums tier list. Once again, if you want to do this tier list yourself, it will be linked in the description. And I'm going to put it as an image in the final. So yeah. Thank you for watching. And bye.